right, so, thank you guys for coming here, like, really short notice. So if we could all just go around for my report and, just kind of, like, introduce yourself.
I'm going to go first.
Oh, okay, go.
All right,
go
cool.
ahead.
So, my name is Angelina Valentina. I'm a 19-year-old human bard with the fiercest attitude you've ever seen. I'm a music sensation with so many fans that I can't even count on my fingers. I'm not just a music sensation, I'm also an actress, able to take on the persona of anyone. Some think it's unnatural. I think it's just talent. I have many strengths and only one weakness. I am a sucker for a pretty face. Just ask my boyfriend, I just can't stay mad at him. Before becoming a Blade, I worked at the baddest roller rink in town, where I learned all of my cool skate skills. The owner also let me perform on weekends, which is how I built up my fan base so quickly. Everyone loves a performer who can skate. Anyway, I eventually quit to pursue being a performer full-time, but found myself in need of extra cash. That's how I ended up here, though I'm not sure how I ended up helping Connor with his report.
Thank you, Death Biscuit.
Obviously, I didn't say this. My Blade name is Death Biscuit. That's also my performer name. I'm gonna have merch out soon.
Yeah, so I actually had, Double Lock on my list first, so I guess he can go second. Double Lock, would you mind?
Yeah, not at all.
Hi, my Blade name is Double Lock, so called because of the two locks of hair making up my aged but glorious moustache. I'm a forest gnome shaman of the Underdark. My quest began a century ago as a soldier in the war against the Demon King. Finding the truth about what really happened that day became my purpose in life, doing whatever I must to get closer to that truth. 20 years ago, I became a Blade and met my best friend and pet, Sir Lix-a-Lot, a skink who helped me on my quest for the following 15 years. Unfortunately, he tragically passed in my pursuit of the goal, becoming the symbol of my strength. I continue on now with my new companion, Sir Lix-a-Lot II, in search of what really happened all those years ago.
Alright, yeah, that was, kind of heavy. I guess we're gonna go to... Oh, yeah.
Kana, open up, it's your mother.
We're kind of recording.
I brought cookies. Cookies? Are you kids hungry? I brought some cookies. They're snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle. Alright, here you go.
We're gonna continue recording if that's okay.
Alright, you kids have fun.
Yeah, so I guess, Tuna? Do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. I'm Tuna, a Triton Ranger from the Kingdom of Pacifica. For centuries, my family and my people lived peacefully in our village. The ocean provided everything we could ask for, and we took no more than we needed to survive. In exchange for this, we guarded the ocean's depths. Over time, our fish population dwindled, and though we couldn't determine the cause, we also couldn't ignore the signs. There was no longer enough to sustain us. As the daughter of a prominent family, I volunteered to venture to the world above in search for a new source of food. It was a long and fruitless journey, and when I returned, I found my home decimated. My people were no more, and there was nothing to point me to who had killed them. In that moment, I vowed to avenge them. I returned to land and became a Blade in the hopes that I could become skilled enough to do so. And hey, the extra money isn't so bad either.
I did not want to be sad today.
Yeah, I guess Smartass, if you want to go ahead.
Hello, my name is Althea, aka Smartass. I am a high elf and a mastermind rogue. My home was taken over by a gang of orc warlords. Originally, the village elder, my father, asked for assistance from the orcs to ward off the drow that had been harassing my people. Many of the other elves think my father is foolish for asking for help from the bloodthirsty orc gang. Since the alliance was formed, the drow have left my village alone. But now the orcs are becoming too comfortable and demanding ridiculous taxes in exchange for their protection. A majority of the villagers hate my father for his poor judgment, and some of that hate falls back on me. Before the orcs took over my village, my family was well liked, and I was seen as a folk hero. I helped those in need in my village and neighboring villages, protected those who could not protect themselves, and freed the oppressed from tyrants. Wanting to make things right again and restore my family's honor, I ventured to the 10th Kingdom for some way to raise money and pay off or persuade the orcs to leave my village. That is when I decided to become a Blade.
Wow, you guys have really, sad stories and all. Okay, well, Howitzer, if you would stop eating the cookies long enough to tell us, who you are, that'd be great.
Yeah, and the plate over here.
Sure, yeah. So you don't like sad stories? Well, hold on.
Wait,
Here
is
we
your
go.
sad story too?
Well, yeah, it gets a little deep, but I'm kind of okay with it now. I'm at peace, but yeah, it's a dark past. But here we go. My name is Hirohito, or Howitzer is my blade name. I'm a dragonborn gunslinger. I became a blade after defecting from the military. I was under the command of the ruthless Captain Yamatachi. He ordered us to attack a village believed to be a haven for chaos cultists. After all the villagers were slaughtered mercilessly, I investigated and found no trace of chaos cultist activity. But I found a young tiefling child hiding in rubble. Filled with remorse, I hid the child and snuck him food every now and then. Eventually the child was discovered and believed to be the thief that had been stealing the rations for days. So they thought it was the little kid, but as Yamatachi prepared to have his men chop the arm off of the tiefling child, which is his punishment for stealing, I jump in and say it was me and confess. Bound to my honor, I let them cut my left arm off. Later, I was left in a cell with just a dagger. It was understood that Yamatachi wants me to save what little honor I had left and take my own life. I can hear Yamatachi and his closest men tormenting the child, but the cries of the young tiefling child convinced me to stay alive and save him. I managed to escape with the child thanks to some of my men who were still loyal to me. I eventually made my way to the 10th Kingdom, where I believed the orphan tiefling child would at least be tolerated. With no money, I stay with a ragtag band of homeless dwarves who live under a bridge. They're pretty cool. They made me a new arm, and with adventure and combat being the only thing I knew, I really couldn't hold down a stable 9-to-5 job. So I joined the Blades as a way to get income and take care of the young tiefling child as my own. Also, I can attach the cannon to my arm, and that is really cool, and I think that kind of makes up for having my arm cut off.
Well, yeah, if I ever had, an arm cut off, I would definitely want one like yours. It's pretty cool.
Kana, your friends staying the night?
No, we're just about done. Well, thank you guys for recording this for me. This is Connor, and this has been my report on being a Blade Intern. Thanks.